Tries to swing it, but good correction there by Faizan now. After getting hit for that 4, which was wide, he's swinging wicket to wicket, and that's paying off for him.
That's a good observation, Amar.
If you're looking for a good fast bowler, do keep an eye out for Abdullah Sheikh. He plays for Orlando Stars. I think he's pretty quick. And he used to be very quick when he first came on the scene when he was my age. So he's a really good bowler though.
There are a lot of His opportunities missed, Mr. Amar?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on out there. Good shot, firstly, towards the boundary. It seems that the bowler maybe broke the stumps with his hand before he gathered the ball because the batsman is not walking off. Yeah, and now they're exchanging fist bumps. So, yeah, missed run out there by Faizan, I think.
Could have dented them really good.
Yeah, like you said, every run's important and so is every wicket. And even in the last game that UCT was playing, we saw that Asim got dropped, and then after that he had like 2-3 sixes. So they can be dented.
There was some serious discussion between two batters as far as exchanging the experiences what they had in last 2 overs. So let's see what Ken can do. He's a veteran and pro.
And that is a misfield as well. So that gives them 2 runs. Yeah, Ken looking good. There's no substitute for experience, and he's using all of it here and bowling pretty good.
He's still searching for that late swing, as you just observed that he hold his wrist a little bit late to release the ball to get some more air time for the ball to move in. That's what I observed.
Yeah, but what he's doing good is he's got a field and he's bowling according to it. So even if they're clearing the circle, he's got fielders and protection out in the deep on the offside, and he's just not giving them the length or the line to try to hit it on the leg side. So good bowling, I guess that's what experience does, and he's using all of it.
I guess we are expecting a big shot.
That seemed to be somewhat of a slower ball. Kind of dipped on the batsman. He was looking for that big heave, but eventually just settled for a single towards long off.
I think the batsman started to feel a little bit of pressure to accelerate, I guess.
That's a nice shot. That's worked off the legs nicely, but nicely fielded as well. Good teamwork on the boundary by the USA Cricket Academy players, and that has surely saved them a boundary. But Anisur Rahman playing some good looking shots here.
I think he is building up himself.
Yeah, Ken is not really allowing any big shots, so Anis Rahman working off his legs and playing some good cricket shots and still taking the scoreboard over.
That's where sometimes the white hair comes into play in a cricket game.
Oh, he has deposited that. That one was a little bit pissed off. That was in his arc. And he has hit that for 6 over mid-wicket. Good shot, and now Anisur Rahman really getting into his groove.
I think their last 6 runs gonna help them a good in terms of building up momentum for next 7 overs, because they were under a little bit of pressure not getting boundaries, but the last shot should help them, which is right now I see 8 runs per over, which is a good pad, I would say, to launch itself when you just lost 1 wicket.
Yeah, before that 6 on the last ball, they were just going run a ball, and that was also the last ball of the power play. So good to see that they made use of that. And yeah, there are 8 runs now. If they can capitalize on the start, they can probably accelerate that towards the end.
From my experience living in South Florida, I advise everybody to be hydrated 200% here when you're playing in this heat.
Yeah, especially with back-to-back games, that can be a little tough, but good to see that the players are holding out well. And Faizan will continue his second over. Let's see if he can find his rhythm and do some damage here with the ball.
So, Mr. Amar, every bowler is allowed to bowl 2 overs per inning, right?
Yeah, so you can use minimum, you have to use 5 bowlers, so two overs per bowler. So it's interesting that they're finishing out for Faizan right now, so maybe they have someone else in mind for the death overs.
So they should have some good quality bowlers in the lineup, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of teams, I've also seen them finishing it off with spinners. Usually people go to fast bowlers, but a lot of teams have finished off their last 2 or 3 overs with spinners. So that seems to be a trend as well. It's nicely played and very shoddy work out in the outfield. That just went through his hands for 4.
I think it was in his zone, right there, within the 4-meter range.
Yeah, but that was a good shot, but I think the fielder should have stopped that. He just kind of casually took his hand out and then the ball just missed it.
Sometimes the body language of the players can tell you that South Florida heat is catching up on them or not.
Yeah, if you see around the field, you might see a lot of teapots in the fielding side. And on. A little bit of extra bounce, trying to go over point, and good catch by the keeper. And Faizan gets his first wicket. Good ball that.
And if you must have noticed, it swung a little bit late off the wicket. It gripped a little bit and swung a little bit. And as I said, they are in a hurry to accelerate. And that's the beauty of T10 cricket. What do you have to say, Mr. Amar?
Yeah, I think that's what got the better of the batsman there. He saw the width, decided to go after it, but that late swing, that's what did him basically. And no heroics for him today, the half centurion from the previous game. But hopefully someone else will step up for UCT.
I agree with you.
Zubair Ahmed seems to be the next batsman in. Made a pretty useful contribution in the last game, so let's see if he can carry on this time.
So bowler is on run-up mark, I would say, and he's high on confidence after this wicket. And they have to accelerate the score as well. Let's see what happens.
That was the batsman there in two minds. Not sure if he should cut it or pull it. In the end, the ball just going under the bat. So another dot ball for Faizan. So his second over has definitely been much better than his first, and seems to be finding his rhythm now.
I think the shortest format of the game creating more excitement. What do you have to say?
Yeah, obviously you get to see big hits, and it's a crowd puller definitely.
More pressure too.
Yeah, definitely more pressure. No room for error. Like Faizan took his first over trying to find his rhythm, but by the time he did, he only has 2 more balls and his spell's done. So you have to be on money straight away. That last ball of White's will have to re-bowl that. Nicely bowled and nicely negotiated. No run though. Good effort by the fielder as well.
I think MAQ cricket brought this very unique concept in America as far as T10 cricket is concerned. They're putting a lot of efforts in providing excellent conditions to play here and test yourself out and test your talent out. And I think hopefully this will be a successful format.
Yeah, it's a good thing that it's actually on a real cricket wicket, and yesterday some of the players were saying that it was their first experience because you don't really find that much. Mostly games are on matter wickets. But MAQ has been the pioneer of anything cricket in US, so it's not a surprise.
Many of players I had seen playing for USA team coming out of AstroTurf or artificial wickets, and where ball bounce a little bit more, it's kind of pop up, so you can't play.
Tries to go for the big shot, trying to play that towards long off, but edges it and goes straight to point, and he is gone. Anisur Rahman.
Pressure is building up.
Yeah, Anisur Rahman did well for 17 of 11 balls, but he has to go, and yeah, the need to increase the run rate is getting to the batting side, and the wickets are tumbling.
So, as you said, Mr. Amar, that Mr. MAQ is providing excellent conditions here, playing on a turf, natural turf wicket, which not too many cricketers are fortunate enough to play on these kind of surfaces. And me being involved a little bit with the US cricket, I think, if I'm being honest, the USA cricket body, which is a publicly elected body, they're doing the best, but they choosing the players who's coming out of AstroTurf Wicket Academy or artificial wickets, and then the kids has to have a kind of experience playing on a natural turf right from the very young age, so you develop that kind of technique. That's what I observed. What do you have to say?
Yeah, definitely agree on that, Mr. Desai. And he was trying to deposit that back to
probably out of that palm tree.
But unfortunately misses. And just a dot ball for Kashif. Yeah, USA Cricket still has a long way to go as far as development. And tries to repeat the shot, and good effort by the fielder. If he would have caught that, that would have been a blinder, but it goes for 6 instead. Good shot by Zubair.
Wicketkeeper seems to be a little bit in awe that he should have got it.
I think maybe it was because he came in, and if he would have been on the boundary, it would have been a catch, and then he just extended a hand as a formality. Maybe that's why the wicketkeeper was upset. That's another dot ball. But yeah, USA Cricket has a long way to go, but if anyone's doing anything about it, that's MAQ, definitely.
He's been putting a lot of efforts for many years, that we know.
Seems like Zubair is just interested in playing that one shot that got him 6.
Looks like.
Goes for the same shot again, this time outside edge. Will be cut off by the fielder. Coming back for the second, and a wide throw ensures that the batsman gets home safely.
I think the wicketkeeper didn't get up with the bounce. You know, he was already up even before the ball was bounced. And you being as a wicketkeeper have to learn how to get up with the bounce.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's just a dot ball. I'm not sure if he would have maybe waited one more second, the foot would have been in the air, but I think he just took off the bills too quickly.
Looks like he survived. So myself as a wicketkeeper played a little bit back in the days where basic technology or basic technique was developed. What we saw, Syed Kirmani, Jack Russell, and these are Kiran More. They used to be mostly rely more on their hands and thighs to get up with the bounce. What we see nowadays is a more of an Australian technique where you sit down with a wide feet and open hands and try to lash the ball on either side of your body, which is good when the bounce is good and true, but when it comes down to a little bit of trickiness.
Yeah, that's very true. 1 run, they're coming back for the second there.
So as we discussed, cricket is becoming more of a muscle game now.
Yeah, especially with these shorter formats. It's more about muscling the ball. But speaking of wicket keepers, even the one now, and I've noticed a lot of keepers just don't go down anymore. They just like stay in that stance, and that's where they keep from.
It's a thankless job.
Yeah, no one thanks you for the catches you've taken, but everyone talks about the ones you've dropped. So I agree on that. So Wise will have to re-bowl that. Ron Adil.
So when he signals wide, how do you respond back to him?
Hey! Coming get out. Ball. Who is this bowler here?
We had some technical glitch a little bit in terms of internet, so we missed out this wicket.
Ball next from that end. You over before. Huh? Sadiq?
Sorry for the technical glitch we had, so we missed out that moment for you guys. But hopefully, as you know, we rely on technology to bring you all of these to you guys, to have you have a good weekend.
Yeah, but the update in that glitch is that Zubair is out and Murshid Kalam is in now, facing his first delivery. Kashif Jet is bowling. That ball was there to be cut, but misses out there, Murshid.
What about reverse sweep option?
Yeah, I think that's a good option, but given it's only his first ball, now his second, I think he should stick to trying to get some bat on the ball first, and then try those cheeky shots.
I think he put his heart and soul in that second run.
I have to agree with that. Yeah, he's trying to play those shots, but not really moving his feet much. So
I'm kind of wonder that how come the non-striker is not advising the batsman when his line of attack is just a little bit outside the off stump. So he could have walked back to him and tell him that, you know, this is what you can do. Either just come inside, play sweep or reverse sweep or late cut it. That's where the partnership, when we talked about in a cricket game, it's a crucial. It's passing the information with your partner from one end to the another end, and it's a part of observation and reading the game as well. What you have to say, Mr. Amar?
yeah, I definitely agree with that. But I think either the runner is just not concerned, or it could also be that he doesn't want to give advice, and then he gets out trying to do that, and then he gets blamed.
Could be.
So Fuad Azadi now into the attack. That was a good first ball.
I think this back-to-back game is catching up on these players. They're just running out of the fuel, I guess.
I mean, I'm not sure who was in the field, but I'm pretty sure Murshid wasn't even batting in the last game. So I don't know if he was in the field and just didn't bat, but if he didn't play the last game, then he should have plenty of stuff in the tank. And there you go. That one just evaded though, the fielder. And just 2 runs in the end.
As you can see, the desperation started to kick in the batting team to accelerate.
Yeah, when he hit that shot, I thought he timed it pretty good, but it just evaded the fielder. He could have gotten out as well. Oh, that's a smart shot. Using the pace of the bowler, just flicking it almost, sweeping it, sort of in an unorthodox way. Oh, it's actually a wide, so you didn't even get any contact on it. So that's 3 runs.
That's a bonus. 5 wides. I think the bowler is also get a little bit impatient in terms of thinking about how many deliveries left, and I have to restrict. If he can expect that, you know, the opposite batsman try to accelerate the thing. That is why cricket is a mental game.
Oh, that was a close call, but the umpire thinks otherwise. Yeah, I think Fuad's bowling well, but I think he's just quicker through the air and trying to dart it in. So with that strategy, if he's going to go down the leg side, there's no chance for the keeper or anyone to stop it. That is going to be 4.
I agree.
Nicely pushed down the ground for just a single by Rehan. Trying to go for that heave over mid-wicket again and misses out. So Murshid has been trying to hit that shot for a while now and hasn't really worked for him so far. And with that, 7 overs gone, 54 for 4. They really need to step on the gas here because they're only going 7.5 and over. They're just around that.
And that's what we discussed just a few minutes ago, that the 6, 7, and 8 are the crucial overs. And when your top orders are gone, you expect your all-rounders to take on the charge. So I'm hoping that I will see some level of desperation in batting team because of the 7 overs and 54. They should have enough firepower, 6 more to go, to accelerate, to reach up to some kind of substantial and defendable target as per their bowling unit and on their confidence in their bowlers, you know.
So you're talking about desperation, and for at the same time, Rehan seems to have changed his bat, so maybe different bat will...
A little bit heavy bat, I guess.
Yeah, and hopefully it will change his fortunes and he can hit some big shots. But you know, this is T20 cricket. There's still 18 balls left. You never know. 2 sixes in this over and the game's completely going to be turned.
That's why it is exciting format.
Kashif balled Teddy first over though. Starts out with a wide. Actually, I think it's Murshid who changed the bat, so let's see what he can do with it when he's on strike. Rehan hits that, and that has gone for 4, I think. Yeah, it has. It's a good shot. It was there to be hit. Honestly, it was short towards the leg side. Gave him all the time in the world to get on the back foot and hit that in that area there.
That was a good one. That should give him a lot of confidence to play big shot.
Yeah, and with that wide, effectively, they've gotten 5 runs off the first ball. So now they have 5 more balls. Let's see how much they can cash in. The bowler should be under pressure. It goes again, this time straight to the fielder, though, so it'll just be a single. Try to muscle it, but there is protection in that long on region.
I think I'm expecting a big shot on this one.
So Murshid changes bat, but still persisting with the same shot, and it's just not coming off for him at this point. He's made 3 of 7 balls, and he really has to go if the team has to get to a good total. Rehan on the other end, playing some nice shots now, so let's see if he can do something.
I think the bowler is bowling intelligently. He just kind of dragged his length a little bit. He started to realize that these people are gonna try to accelerate. So he's bowling a little quicker and holding his length a little bit back. Let's see.
Yeah, Kashif is bowling well. Just another single there. So let's see if he can finish off well here. Just another single, so Kashif continues the good work and keeping the run rate in check. But they have managed to get it up to 8 though now.
I completely agree with you that the bowler is doing a real good job.
But that is T10 for you. 4 good balls, but First ball and last ball both go for 4.
This should have been taken. If you are a young cricketer and it's a kind of disheartened to bowler. You know, he just did a really good job for first 5 balls, and then suddenly the fielder didn't support him, which happens in cricket. But he should be mentally ready that by reading the game that the batsman can try to accelerate after 8 overs. So each one of them have to be mentally ready to accept the ball is coming to my end. What do you have to say, Mr. Amar?
Yeah, so to rub salt on the wounds of the bowler, it went for 4 as well. So no catch and a boundary. But Rehan has played that shot well though, behind square. So let's see. Right now Murshid is on strike, but let's see if Rehan can do something or if Murshid can hit it.
Let's see some fireworks.
And first ball, Mohib, and finally Murshid has been trying to play that shot for a while now, and it comes off and it has gone all the way. That is a big hit. So the new bat working for him.
I think the Memorial Day starts. Now it is interesting to see what the bowler is going to think, and his captain going to advise him what the line of attack, which seems like more on off stump.
Yeah, because anything pitched in that arc, Murshid is trying to deposit it into that mid-wicket boundary. Just a single on that occasion, slightly shorter and outside off stump. So just tapped it down towards long off for a single. Rehan on strike now. And that is out.
Was a good work.
Rehan seems baffled. He is not happy with the decision, but he will have to go. It's good work by the keeper there. Stumped, yeah.
See, this kind of moment lift your team, you know, and the morals completely change when somebody pull out some kind of charismatic act in a really crucial moment of the game right now, where other team is trying to accelerate.
साइड से स्पिनर सा गेम है, उस साइड से स्पिनर सा गेम है। हां, साइड स्पिनर सा गेम है, इधर से फास्ट बॉलर गेम है, लेकिन स्पिनर का चांस हो। मेरा माइक चालू है इसलिए बोल नहीं सकता। उधर से इधर से फास्ट। हां, यहां से फास्ट बॉलर को देखेंगे। कोई और What team you from? What team you from? Oh, that's fine. I know that team, but I got you. Alright, still. Yeah. On this column here, make sure all the players have their numbers. So Naveed is in now. Let's see if he can hit a few.
The South Florida Sixer King is here.
Top ball to start off. Mohib has shown some character, recovering from that 6, getting that wicket, and now run through is over. Seems to be a really good bowler with a good head on his shoulders, Mohib.
I agree.
Trying to go for that big heave again, and Mohib is done.
Very intelligently, he dropped his pace and released the ball very slowly, just to understanding the situation. That is what call how to read the game. He knew that the Naveed had to go for the big one, and he just dropped his pace, a little length, dragged the line, everything. So as you said, like, he's got the really good head on his shoulder as a spin bowler.
Yeah, especially as a spinner in this stage of the game when they're trying to go after everything, he bowled really well. And like I said, that seems to be the trend. A lot of sides are. Oh, that is a no ball. Saeed into the attack. Well, we'll wait for the umpire's signal. Yeah, he has signaled a no ball, so that will be a free hit. 9 overs gone.
Is one more veteran from the South Florida, Saeed Hassan.
9 overs gone, 76 for 5. But yeah, teams persisting with spin to end things with. That is the trend. The first bowlers just bowling out.
I think that is what we witnessed in last 2 games.
So not much damage of the free hit, thankfully, for Saeed Hassan. Just the 1 run, so the 3 runs off the 1 ball effectively. Let's see if Murshid can. Okay, he's hit that, but the fielder is running after that one. Should stop it. They're coming back for the second. And easily they're in the end, so.
I think UCT never got the momentum from the very first over. They didn't come out with any strategy, maybe back-to-back game, fitness issues, heat, but I don't see any momentum going on in their inning right now.
So that is a dot ball, but the keeper is suggesting that that should be out, and there's some commotion down out there in the middle. The batsman is just laughing. He finds all this funny.
Looks like a friendly banter going on over there.
Yeah, so it just turned out to be a dot ball. If Murshid can hit a couple of sixers here, that can really get their score to like something that's defendable. Just a single. Strike bad with Naveed. I mean, they're around 8 runs and over now. That's not bad, but.
Two teammates trying to compete against each other.
Yeah, but as we've seen as the games have gone on, the scores have been bigger. And tries to go down the ground. He had to do that for his team. Misses the ball. Another wicket, a wicket for Saeed Hassan.
I think probably it was the last ball for the...
Yeah, it looks like the innings is done.
So, what we observed, Mr. Amar, they never got momentum. They never came with a strategy how to build the innings, and maybe playing back-to-back game could be one of the reasons. And we are sitting here in an air-conditioned environment, so hard to say about about the players. Our AC is good.
Yeah, definitely.
But if by looking,
We can comment all we want sitting here. But yeah, let's look at the scorecard. 80 for 6 in 10 overs. Just nothing really there to write home about. I think that was the thing. It was a start-stop innings, like Mr. Desai was saying. No momentum at all. And I think for momentum, you need to have one batter that goes on. And the highest score is 17 by the opener, Anis Rahman. 15 for Rehan and 15 for Murshid. And that's about it. So if one of these guys, especially the top order, would have stayed, they could have batted around him and got a good total. Speaking of the bowling, I think pick of the bowlers has to be Faizan Maqsood. 2 overs, 14 runs. Even though he wasn't, didn't seem at 100% in his first over. And I think Fuad bowled well too. Even though he went for 9 runs, but that was like a death over. And everyone bowled well and contributed. Wickets for Ken, Mohib, Kashif, and Saeed Hassan that last over. Giving him only 6 runs despite that no ball, so good recovery for him. So 80 for 6, 10 overs, they'll need 81 to win.
we will be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, we'll join you live in a few minutes. beg your pardon, Asim Khurshid. And first ball, just 1 run coming off it. He's bowled nicely today so far, Asim.
It looks like Faizan is trying.
No. Don't say anything.
And just a nothing shot there, misses the ball completely, the batsman.
Sorry viewers, we are having a little bit of software issue here. We'll rectify as soon as possible.
Another wild swing by the batsman and missed it again, so going well. Asim here. Just the one run so far from the over. And again, a very awkward looking shot. Looks like he was going for the pole, but the bounce wasn't there for that, so just ended up doing a little nudge, and that hit him on the pad. But still out there, appeal by the bowler, but the umpire doesn't agree.
I guess he didn't catch the ball early.
Yeah, it seemed like he didn't really pick the ball, because the ball was not there for that shot at all. Again, similar kind of shot. Seems like he's not picking up the ball's bounce because the ball seems to be going under his bat. But anyways, they come through for a bye, so Sufyan's still not off the mark, but on the other end now. Same with Edwin as well. The first run he got was also a leg bye, so 2 runs on the board and both the batsmen yet to get off the mark.
That Edwin Vijayan name reminds me of somebody from Sri Lanka I played against many years ago.
Oh, that's a good ball.
That was a beauty.
That's beat him. You can't really do much about those. Lucky to be still out there, the batsman. So 1 over gone. Really good start by Asim. Just the 2 runs of the over and a maiden for him because the 2 runs were all extras.
I see the good prospect of building up a good game here. What do you have to say, Mr. Amar?
I mean, it depends. The way Asim is going right now, they would need to put some force with the bat. Otherwise, yeah, the game is going to go down the wire if Asim continues in this fashion.
And as you said a few minutes ago, this team is heavily relying on spin bowling. I see that.
Yeah, he's a good bowler. I think that's Huda. Comes through and around the wicket and bowls nicely. Also has a good head on his shoulders. Just taking some time to make sure his fuel's okay, Huda. Good ball, nicely negotiated, but straight to the fielder, so no run. So Sufyan has faced 5 balls and no run yet. So
this guy reminds me more of Sanat Jayasuriya from walking and delivering bowling and
Yeah, bowling style quite similar to Jasuria. And Sufyan changes strike again. But that will also be a bye, so he actually got off the mark. So if they can finish this over strongly, that will really put pressure on US Cricket Academy, and that would mean that all the good work they've done with the ball has been neutralized in the first 2 overs. Correction there, Sufyan did get off the mark.
I think I'm seeing big shot now.
And rightly called, Evan goes for the big shot and evades the fielder, and that has gone for 4. He is not there to play around. Straight to business.
That's the beauty of MAQ T10 cricket.
I think the way Edwin is going, he's trying to go for the big shots, so it would just be sensible for Sufyan to just turn over the strike to him. Because even the first 2 balls he played, he was trying to go for those boundaries. So it doesn't seem like he's interested in hanging around there for long. But he's going for the big shots.
Let's see his approach.
Obviously, the left arm spin going away from the right hander, so it will be easier for him to hit that big heave over mid wicket with the ball coming into him.
I think one more big shot is coming.
And he certainly went for it, missed it. Line nicely adjusted by the bowler, just drifted it outside off stump.
I agree with you.
So that put the ball outside his mid wicket arc. And goes again, same shot, and this one has gone all the way.
Into the bushes. Salford, where alligators are waiting.
Yeah, Edwin does not seem interested in knocking the ball around. He's there and he means business. 10 of 6 and 13 runs after 2 overs, no loss. 11 runs from that over.
Could have been a crucial over, and it was.
Yeah, if Evan hadn't gone for those big shots, it would have put a lot of pressure on US Cricket Academy. So now they'll be breathing a bit because they managed to get 13 on the board, and that's decent for the first 2 overs, given the target.
So those who are watching and listening us, please tune into our MAQ TV T10 Cricket Tournament to don't miss out our effort to bring fastest format of the game and a lot of fun, and enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Go to gas station, go to LLLR store, have something, enjoy yourself, have a good weekend with the chicken tikka. We all need your support. We're putting the best of the best effort here to bring a more entertainment to you guys from MAQ ground in Delray Beach, Southeast Florida. And hopefully you guys love our effort, what we're trying to do for you. What do you have to say, Mr. Omar?
Yeah, definitely appreciate MAQ for setting up this wonderful tournament and tournaments, regular tournaments around the year. Yakub is into the attack now. And big heave from Sufyan Khalid, trying to go for the big one. If I am not remembering wrongly, I do think Yakub went for a bit of a tap in the last game when he came into ball. So maybe that's the thought process behind Sufyan with that wild swing. That is a wide. That was short and wide, but Sufyan opted to leave that one alone and get the extra instead. Yeah, so
our statistician provided the information that he bowled a 15 runs over in the last game. So he better needs to come out with a more control. You have right? Yes. We'll see.
Another big heave. So Sufyan seems adamant to replicate the bowler's performance from the last match because he is going after him. But so far the bowler's been on top. Sufyan unable to make any contact. I think it would be smart if he just turns the strike over to Edwin, who hit 2 good fours in the a 4 and a 6 in the last over. I think he's better equipped.
As we are seeing cricket from commentary box, feels like the wicket is drying really fast now, so producing little lower and lower bounce. What do you have to say, Mr. Amar?
Well, I'll get back to that. That one has gone in there and taken. So Yakub, 2 dot balls and a wicket. So big contrast from his performance in the last game. Coming good now. And yeah, I think the wicket is drying up. I think that's been the trend. It's kind of wet during the morning, and then as the day progresses, it gets drier. And
That's the beauty of this side of the world of America. You know, this is when the heat is catching up. But when we come down to this catch, you know, I would say sometimes bad ball can give you a wicket, and good ball you curse.
Sufyan just adamant on hitting the 6. Not interested in turning the strike over. It was a real struggle for him in the end because I think he made like 1 run of 7 or 6 balls. So given that Edwin was playing the big shots, it would have been a more sensible approach to just turn over the strike. And now Damien Rowe is in. Edwin is finally on strike, so let's see how he goes against Yakub, who should be brimming with confidence right now.
If our statistician can confirm this Damien Rowe, he plays for CPL for some of the one of the team, I guess.
The statistician has confirmed that he did play CPL. He's looking into which team. If that's the case, then I'm really looking forward to this. And Damien, first ball, nice work there. And coming back for the second, I think he hit the 30-yard cone. That slowed the bound a little bit, but very good work there on the boundary. Smartly done, saving his team 2 runs, but
that could have been crucial in the future.
Yeah, but Edwin, beg your pardon, it was actually Edwin who played the shot. He looks in. Good touch now.
For Yakub, these 2 runs saved by his fielder would be a match winner. We'll find out in next 8.1 over or 7.1 now.
So pretty tidy first over from Yakub. A wicket and just the 3 runs. So well done to him. Let's see if he can finish off strongly. Bowled him.
That was a beauty.
That was a great ball. Yakub really turning things around now. 2 wickets and 3 runs in that over.
Can you replay or not?
And he's pulling this match back. Target of 80 now. Seems to be a steep one. Because they're going currently under run a ball. Run rate rising to 9.3 now. Very good bowling by Yakub.
Yeah, that's going to lift the confidence of the bowling team right now as far as getting that wicket of Edwin. But as we discussed, the target is within a reach with some level of commitment and one small little partnership. As we said in cricket that, you know, this is electrifying format. Yes, you have to play according to the format, but if we go by the basics of partnerships, talking to your partner and everything, achieving 81 in 10 overs, I don't think so. It's a big of an issue for batting side, and the fielding side is doing really good. We are excited as a commentator, me and Amar. So let's see how it goes. What do you have to say, mister?
Yeah, and on the bright side for UCT, with that wicket of Edwin, now they have 2 new batters to deal with, so they can really drive the runs and push this required run rate further, and that will bring wickets because they have to go at some point. Right now, they're still, I would say, pretty secure because they still have 7 overs and not that many runs, but the required run rate is climbing up every delivery they miss.
Both batsmen on 0-0. 0 runs, 0 balls. So it's a new inning starts from here.
And Rizwan is in the attack. He balled superbly in the last game and even yesterday, so if he can replicate those performances, I think he can put his team in the driving seat, because another wicket here will really hurt the batting side. Just checking that one out. Damien playing his first ball. If Rizwan can get him out, that will really dent the hopes of the batting side.
I think he's smart. He already gauged the pace to bowl on this wicket.
And now he goes.
It's good connection.
And that one has gone on the street.
Oh, that one gone on the 441 of Southeast Florida.
So that is...
I hope so the police don't come here with the cricket ball.
That was a big hit and...
Good connection. I agree with you.
Rightly pointed by Mr. Desai, just sizing up that first ball, sizing up the pace, and then he decided to go. And the way he said that, I'm not going to be surprised if there's more to come.
Cricket is a funny and unpredictable game.
Oh, good ball. Rizwan also an experienced campaigner, so coming back strongly from that 6. Yeah, but that's how cricket is. You could be the hero one game and be taken apart the next, or the other way around.
Looks like some respite for the players as cloudy weather started to kick in.
It's a wide ball, so we'll have to re-ball that Rizwan.
Interesting over is building up.
That's a very good comeback from Rizwan. He got hit with that shot, but after that he tried it 2 more times and to no avail for the batsman.
Let's see the 2 ball. Still interesting time is coming.
This time just pitching a little bit shorter. Plays the cut shot and that is racing away, but the fielder does well. And just the 2 runs.
It should have been 3.
So not a bad over from Rizwan after that 6. Let's see if he can finish strongly here and keep it to 11 or maybe 12 in the over.
I think what I love about him is that he instinct his line and length.
Oh, goes again. Fielder under it and takes it. Gone.
Wow, you didn't see these on the camera. We saw that. That's a golden moment so far in last 2 hours.
That was perfectly... The fielder there was perfectly positioned. He did not have to move. That went straight to him. It went quick. So credit to him for taking it. But like I said, Rizwan is a wily customer. And he's used all the experience here. And I think I would take the trade-off. So, getting it for 6 and then taking the wicket. So
that is what we just discussed, that he instinct was very clear to stay what he can do on a consistent manner, and that's what he did, and eventually he was rewarded with the big scalp.
And again, US Cricket Academy find themselves in a spot of bother because 2 new batsmen at the crease. 4 overs gone. They're going 6.8 and over. They need 9 runs and over from here on. So this game building up nicely here.
That's what I told you just 10 minutes ago, Mr. Amar.
Yeah, you said this is looking to build up to go down to last over, and it seems so.
Is it possible for us to see like how many people are watching at this moment?
Yeah, you can open the live stream, we'll show you. Yeah,
I don't have a reading glass. I have a driving glass.
I can put the wallet down this open.
Sorry, I'm an old man.
So if you just go on YouTube,
I have to go back to car and get my
I
reading glass.
will show you YouTube how many people are watching. I don't know if they're streaming on Facebook too. Or now you have to go on Facebook and see how many watching. Right now 157 people are watching the live stream on YouTube. How many? 157. But there's probably streaming on Facebook too, so there's probably like the same number of people there too. So maybe around 300. क्रिकेट वाले रिव्यूज का शॉट आउट मारो
So 2 superstars from Southeast Florida, Syed Hassan and Faizan Maqsood on the wicket now. They are big name in local Pakistan cricket. So game is building up good. We will excited to see the proceedings.
Yeah, like Mr. Desai said, big names here in South Florida, both Faizan and Syed Hassan. And they wanted to live up to that if they are to take their team over the line, because this game now, neck to neck.
That's what me.
That's your tips, wife? Yakub into the attack. Balled a wonderful first over. Started the proceedings with the wicket. And there you can see Austin was confident that they got this in the bag.
Cricket is a funny game, they say all the time. And they say unpredictable as well. But sometimes if you are confident enough within your ability, you can pull it, and that's what we just witnessed.
Tries to flick it. It's a single. We'll have to see if it was a leg bye for the umpires. Yeah, it is a leg bye. Slight appeal from the bowler, but no trust from the umpire. Yeah, speaking of funny game, I know not very long ago in international cricket, this guy made his debut for Sri Lanka and he got a hat trick and got hit for 6 sixes in over in the same game.
Welcome to cricket.
Yeah, that's what cricket is. Good shot, but fielder is positioned out there. So bowling to his fielder, Yakub, going pretty well.
I think they are pretty much in a range to hit the target. US Cricket Academy. 3 more balls to finish 5 overs and half of the game probably run. We'll see. It's for me it's building up.
Oh, that's a good hit, but fielder coming under it and takes it. Another wicket down.
Good catch.
Did not get all of it. Maybe he was trying to go straighter. That would have been a boundary option, but went towards long off instead. And very good catch by the fielder.
I think Yakub is doing great service for his team.
Yeah, Yakub has now 3 wickets, and I'll have to say UCT is definitely a stronger side now, in my opinion, in the driving seat. Unless someone really comes in and gets a few big blows for US Cricket Academy. Moab Siddiqui is the new batter in. I'm not sure if he's on strike. He might not be if the batsman crossed while that catch was being taken.
It was a really good effort from the fielder, I would say, you know, in this heat, back-to-back game, hydration problem, probably feeling hungry as well. Pressure is building on both sides.
Yeah, the catch was taken right in front of us there in the comm box, and the way he approached it and the way he went towards it, it never looked like he was going to drop that. He was calm, composed, and he knew he was taking it, so no nerves there. Catch, and good bowling as well by Yakub. He's bowling really well. He's taking 3 wickets and really put his team in the driving position now.
I think this could be a game-changing spell from Mr. Yakub. Let's see. We can predict a little bit with the statistician in next 2 overs. At this moment, we are looking at the data.
Yeah, if that one thing's for sure, if UCT does win this game, Yakub will have a big hand in that victory. Bowled him. Yakub is on fire and he is on a hat trick now.
Do you think so? This is the last nail in the coffin?
It's
we have to get the confirmation from the umpire.
correction on that, it was actually stumped and not bowled. But anyways, the wickets were lit up and the batsman has to go for a first bowler. Golden duck.
So as we been saying with my partner for last 2 overs that the game is building up.
Yeah, now it all comes down to how good the late order is for US Cricket Academy when it comes to hitting, because they need around 10 runs and over now. And if their lower order can't hit, then the game's done. But you can never count a team out. They still have like half the side left and half the overs left. So let's see. But Yakub definitely, I'll be happy if he's able to get his hat trick and his 5-4 if he can get a wicket in this.
I will be happy for him as well. That I think he will be the game changer for his team today.
And that'll also be a unique record, getting a 5-4 in 10 overs.
In a 10 overs cricket.
And
Yes,
hat trick as well.
I agree with you. One more superstar from Pakistan cricket in local area, Usman here.
Not to be nicely negotiated by the batsman, new batsman in Usman Malik. But nonetheless, what a spell by Yakub. 2 overs, 6 runs, and he took 4 wickets. And definitely changed the complexion of this game.
Yes.
Single-handedly.
Was an exceptional effort.
And I think now it's up to his teammates to back up his performance and make sure that they're on the winning side. Rizwan back into the Rizwan with the second over here. He went for 11 in that first over, but got the crucial wicket. So that also changed the complexion of the game because he was looking to hit it out of the park, and Rizwan was able to send him back to the dressing room.
Will be interesting over.
And that has been spooned up in the air, but falls short into no man's land between the keeper and that fielder behind square. So let's down to fight another day with batsman.
The batsman doesn't look like in a mood to play cricket for me.
That was a very, very casual shot. And
I agree.
Shot too if he got out. Like, I don't even know what he was trying to do. It's worked away nicely behind square or behind point, but just for the single.
I think next 4 balls will be make or break thing is gonna happen about this game. That's what I am predicting. Let's see.
Yeah, because if they can't get any big shots in the next 3 balls, then it's going to be a steep task. I mean, it's still not impossible, but then at that point, my best would be on the bowling side.
I agree with you.
And it doesn't seem like Usman is in any...
I don't see any kind of rhythm in him.
Yeah, he has no intent to hit big. Maybe he's just trying to give the strike over to Syed Hassan. And maybe he'll do the hitting, but he only has 2 balls to do it. The game is running away from US Cricket Academy at this point.
Yes, sir.
And goes for the cut shot, but straight to the fielder in the ring, so there'll be a single. He's bowling wonderfully here, Rizwan.
What I like about him that he he's thinking and the one side of the wicket channel bowling.
Oh, and that is a close call. I think that's why he's so good, is that variation and then the skill to actually execute what he's thinking about. And he has been good all tournament. He was bowling wonderfully yesterday, did well today in the first game, and again, 2 overs for 15, that one crucial wicket. Nice ball by him as well.
US Cricket Academy needs some kind of Gatorade, special one from the Gainesville, I guess. It's 11.2 requirement. I don't think so regular Gatorade gonna work. What do you have to say, Mr. Amar?
I think they need that MAQ energy drink. Maybe that can help them.
That was, I was exactly wanted to listen.
Might have some time because I think the next game is scheduled for 1. So we got 30 minutes right now.
It says 87 degrees right now. My fellow commentator is getting hungry and my statistician also hungry, so if he fall to sleep, please excuse us.
Oh, that's a big hit. Wow. Coming back into this game now, and we'll wake up anyone that was thinking of falling asleep.
It was a joke, you know, I just woke up.
But that's a very clean hit.
And a crucial hit too, as per me.
So it seems that last over when we were saying Usman not showing any intent, I think he's just more comfortable hitting the faster bowler, so we're just waiting for that.
You have a really good observation about that.
Yeah, another one, and oh, nicely fielded. That one was timed nicely though. That was racing away. Good bit of footwork out on the boundary. He could have let that one go too though, right? It could have been a wide.
Yeah, but he had to take a chance as per my understanding. And he was awarded for 6 and 2, so 8 now.
Yeah, he was really comfortable against the faster ballers. He's middled everything so far. And now that's a wide and they'll want to run. So no ball and 2 runs, 2 wides.
This could have been make into 2 if they are. Oh, it's a wide ball. Sorry.
So this over could really turn things around for US Cricket Academy.
I see the prospect right now.
Yeah, only 2 balls gone and they've already got like 10 runs.
Yeah, 6, 2, and 2. So almost 10 runs.
And he's played that one through the covers. There's a fielder out there though. So we'll just be the single. Brings Usman back on strike.
We still have 3 more balls, sir.
Oh, nicely balled. Nicely balled. Couldn't really do much with that one. So that's a dot.
Pressure back to the batsman as he gestured.
Oh, that is plumb, unfortunately, and Usman was really giving the last hope. Well, not sure who's to follow, but Usman really looked good out there. If he could have stayed till the end, might have been able to make a difference, but he's out.
It would have stayed low, right?
Yeah, it seemed like it stayed a bit low, and obviously he's already getting ready to hit it, so just couldn't bring
as
his
you
bat
just
down.
said, he was in the mood to put the ball out of the ground.
Yeah, makes sense. They need 10 runs and over. I mean, even now, they just need like around 33, 34 of the last 3. That's doable if they got some big hitters. Just need 1 boundary and over.
That's what with our statistician, we are agreed that game is building up for last 3 overs. And we all, our commentary team agreed that game is building up.
But yeah, Usman looked a really good prospect to get that finish. Now we'll have to see what Azim Subhani does as the next man in. If he possesses the same kind of hitting skills as Usman, then that's good for the batting side.
So come to South Florida, play cricket here. Fastest format of the game in a MAQ T10 competition. Wherever you are, when you have time, enjoy your time with cricket if you love cricket. And that's what we are here for, to promote cricket, to have opportunities for the young ones to play on a real surface, not artificial surface, so-called academies. Because that cricket is completely different than what you play on a natural cricket. What you have to say, Mr. Amar?
Well, that one's worked away for 1. Yeah, definitely. MAQ really giving these people opportunity. Some of them, like I mentioned earlier, playing on the real wicket for the first time. That's really good to see. As you can see, there is a matted wicket next to it, and he could have easily done the match there, but credit to him for doing it on the real wicket.
And that is why he's been putting effort for last few days to give them an experience to play on what real cricket is all about.
Yeah, like I said, MAQ is the pioneer of cricket in USA. He was also the one who first resumed cricket after COVID, and now having these people play on an actual wicket as opposed to a matted one.
Everybody be safe. Keep sanitize your hand. Keep distancing. Get vaccinated. Take care of your older ones. We are trying to give you entertainment through our efforts in pandemic time, and here safety protocols are maintained at the highest level, and you can enjoy any given time if you wanted to come and play and part of a sport to watch.
So 7 overs gone, 48 for 6. Huda is coming back for his second over, going 2 around the wicket. 33 needed of the last 3. And dot ball to start off with. It's a good start for him.
I think he's trying to angle in now with a lot of back of the wrist. Let's see what he does with this ball. He slowed
And
down.
that's gone up in the air. Fielders coming in. Actually, 2 fielders coming in for that one. And good effort. That would have been a wonderful catch. Not to be, and it will just be a single instead. But that's all you can do at this point. They don't really have any other option, the batters.
Game is building up, sir.
Yeah, let's see. Hopefully a couple big hits in this over, and the game will be back to even Stevens.
So, if we can discuss, Mr. Amar, strategy is still needed in a shortage of the format as well. What do you have to say?
Yeah, obviously, well, that's bold. So another wicket down. But coming back to strategy, yeah, there's just a decision of if you want to, I think, which is important is if you want to go like all out up front, or if you rather save wickets and go in the end. So you have to take one of 2 routes, basically.
It's a learning experience for players and teams and people as well, as far as watching T10 cricket, as we are fanatic about T20 cricket, which after 10 years of invention become strategized cricket, that attack on 6 overs, use your spinner in the middle overs, and then in 15, between 14 to 15, 16, you bring another spinner, and then, as for an example, if you're Mumbai Indians and you are prize a set like Jasprit Bumrah, you can just go all out with those kind of things. So what I'm trying to discuss with you, Mr. Amar, that after 10 years of cricket of T20, it is being considered as a pioneer of one format, and it is being well strategized now by coaches and all these people. Are we helping here to do the same thing in T10 cricket or not?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, you can only learn about cricket and learn about strategy from playing. So the more tournaments that are going to happen, the more people will get a hang of it. Obviously, it's not just go all out and bang, bang, bang. It does have some strategy to it. And the main thing is, as a bowler, you do also have to decide if you're going to go for wickets or if you're going to go to stop runs. Because you think 10 overs, you can stop runs. But I do think you need to go for wickets because that really does both. You have a wicket and a stop runs.
Because if you think, as we witness all of with you, that the target is 81, and what we're seeing the score is 49 for 7 wickets. So nobody stood up and took the responsibility in the first 3 slots.
Yeah, and that seems like there's another wicket coming now, straight up in the air. Fielder settling under it and takes it comfortably.
I think that's the last
now
nail in the coffin.
Ken is gone, and that's a good over from Huda. That's his second wicket, and things look very bleak now for the US Cricket Academy.
So that's what we've been discussing since the start of this chase, that the game is building up and strategy is needed. Even though you play cricket in a shortage of the format, with my fellow partner, we've been telling you guys that, you know, even it's not, he just described very honestly that it's not just go there and swing your bat, and you know, they call BG language in America or in cricket, but we can't do that. You have to play according to that. You need to get 81 runs in 10 overs, milk around, take a responsibility, build 20-30 run partnership with some guy, exchange the information with your partner. But there are the Mr. Huda and Mr. Rizwan, they outplayed them as per my understanding. And I just wanted to hear something from my partner.
Yeah, it just depends on the composition of your team. Obviously, if you got guys in the end that can hit it, then try to save some wickets and go easy in the beginning. But if you don't have those guys, then obviously you do have to try to get a good start in the power play. But I think what makes the game is basically those middle overs after the power play. If you can keep going good, then that's what decides the game. And down the wicket, trying to hit on the leg side. Appeal by the bowler, but no interest by the umpire, so just be a single.
That's one of the 2 overs that, including team, is UCT, and now the real visible.
Yeah, they. I mean, if you see the run, it is 15 and a half, but they only need to do that for 2 overs. So like 3, 4, 6 is here in 2 overs, and the game's completely gonna turn away. But the person coming to ball right now is Asim Khurshid, and he balled a good last over, last game too. So I think he's gonna be confident that he can stop the floor fronts and win this game for his team.
So it's a really good contest is setting up, as you can just say.
Yeah, but I would favor the bowling side more at this time because just how Asim's balled in previous games as well. Obviously, Azim just played 4 balls. Amin hasn't played anything, so we'll have to see how they go about it. If they're like good at hitting, then they can change the complexion of the game. So yeah,
So as per you, the ball is winning right now.
For me, the ball is winning. Yeah. And that has gone straight up in the air, and the keeper's trying to get under it. Nicely judged in the end. Did a few twirls out there in the field, but manages to get the catch in the end.
I think it's a learning experience for these cricketers to come up and play, even though most shortest format provided by MAQ, and he will be pioneer, and the people will come up with a more strategy, more franchises, more strategy in the future, but he will be remembered for the pioneering of T10 cricket in America.
Yeah, and that too on, like we've mentioned before, a natural cricket wicket and a beautiful ground that is also being covered live. So everything professional and good setup for cricket tournament.
See already inside. They have a last man only.
I think we've been mentioning Yakub and Huda and Rizwan, but we haven't mentioned Asim enough. Great start to his team. He started off with a maiden. As you can see, he hasn't conceded a run yet and has a wicket in 7 balls.
Very valid point.
He really set the tone for his peers to follow, basically. So that's the first run that's been conceded off Asim in this game. But just the one, so no worries for the ball.
I think there was a good opportunity for that Mr. C batsman, Mr. Alamin, to play a pickup shot, standing a little bit back on the back foot and whack it over mid wicket, but he decided to take a single.
Went for the big heave, just a single to Zishan Akbar. So now just the formalities being done for this game, I would say.
Their body language tells that you as well.
Yeah, doesn't seem like they're. Well, I mean, they're trying for the big hits, but it doesn't seem like they're coming off. And Asim, like I said, has been bowling wonderfully as well. I mean, in this game, all the bowlers that have come on to ball have bowled wonderfully. For UCT, like all of them have performed.
Even though they're, I think, playing back-to-back game.
That's a good shot, but straight to the fielder for one. Yeah, back-to-back games, but obviously it hampers you on the stamina side, and like obviously being fresh. But as a bowler, I think you would feel better bowling if you.
Yes.
The more you bowl, the better you bowl. That's
Yep.
my take on it.
Yep. I agree. If your body is warmed up, you can execute your maneuvers.
That one goes to the keeper. He tries to get the wicket but misses. So that's just a bye.
So we need 23.1 run rate required with 27 runs to go in 1.5 overs.
A boundary here will be interesting. But not to be. Trying to hit hard again, but just didn't come off right. Just a single for Amin. So 9 overs gone, 55 for 9. They need 26 runs of the last over. Kind of a repeat of the last game, I would say.
I think, as we discussing for last 6-7 hours, or that, you know, the game is building up and the desperation was setting in, but none of the players stood up, as you said, to take the responsibility and try to build a little bit of partnership of 30-35 runs here and there, running fast, make it 1 to 2, 2 to 3. You know, those are the things we witnessed and we discussed. That could have been made a difference, and there are two spinners for UCT as far as maintaining their composure. And so now it comes down to the last wicket to do impossible, which is, I wouldn't say you cannot do it. Yes, you could. So that's why I will wait for next 6 balls and we'll discuss the game.
I mean, 26 with 9 wickets down is a steep target to chase, but yeah, it's not impossible. But that's been the pattern for this tournament so far. Any team that's gotten one batter in, the rest of them have managed to bat around him and get a decent score up on the board. But if you fail to do that, that's been the downfall. Yeah, I just under-edged it. So that's a dot ball.
I think it's pretty much comes down to the first 3 responsibilities. You missed out.
Okay, the batsman has tried to throw his bat across the boundary instead of the ball.
I think he was trying to go from 441 to I-95.
Yeah, and as a result, none of them have crossed the boundary. But yeah, we were saying the game is close, but if it comes down to where they just end up getting singles and doubles of his last over, it's going to be a comprehensive win for UCT actually.
So do the run rate and all these things going to come into play if that kind of scenario comes later down the road, sir?
Yeah, I think if two teams do tie on points, that might be the case, but I think the way the tournament is set up, that might not happen. We'll have to get confirmation of that from
the statistician. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
as game is going towards the end, please join us to have a good cricket experience here in Southeast Florida's hot sun weather, hot beaches, and Really good, wonderful cricket facility and environment and experience is provided by MAQ Group. Please follow us and give your support.
Yeah, I guess they've decided to just throw their bats at this point. Oh, he's hurt his hand in the process as well. I mean, obviously, if you got no bat in your hand, then. But anyways, one ball left and a bit of drama.
And our prediction with statistician and my fellow partner, Mr. Amar, that the desperation which was started around second over never kicked in, no partnership developed, nobody stood up and took the responsibility. So that could be the downfall for the US Cricket Academy. But we are inviting you to join us and have a more cricket experience watching us from home. And we are here to provide you good entertainment. And next year you can come and play if you want to. This is very highly safe environment. We are maintaining all these kind of protocols, whatever we've been told. So we are giving you a really good entertainment. And thank you very much, Mr. Mac, for providing these future generation cricketers to have an experience to play this kind of cricket. Thank you.
So a bit of delay, a wide, and he's finally hit it. Glad that it's the ball that went there, not his bat. But finally, I mean, actually ends up on 14 off 8. That's not that bad, but in the end, ends up
Only 13 runs problem.
yeah. So
At least one person has to stood up to take the responsibility. What do you have to say?
yeah, but I mean, what's done is done. They didn't have anyone who batted through. We'll have a look at the bowling and batting cards in a bit. So here's a batting card for US Cricket Academy. Like I said, no one going all the way. Their highest score being 14 runs from their number 9 batsman. And if you're depending on your number 9 as your highest scorer, then actually number 10.
Again, the same problem seen in this scorecard. Nobody stood up and tried